pouring rain here in Vancouver, but the Sequential FOURM just arrived on my doorstep. Let's get this guy unboxed. As far as I understand, the Sequential FOURM, it aims to be like the Prophet 5 in a compact form factor with 4 voices with a brand new poly aftertouch keyboard. Let's get this thing opened up. Oh, cool. That's a pretty good size, actually. Ruffles, stop that. Ruffles, stop eating the box. This guy can't be stopped. Do you want free gear? If so, then all you have to do is like and comment on my brand new lyric video, Would I Even Like Me, on my Miles Away channel. You can go click the link up here and listen to the song, be subscribed, and on December 20th, I'll pick one lucky winner to send this easy listening pedal from Earthquaker Devices to, fully free of charge, no catch. Good luck! All right, so I've got the FOURM plugged in, and other than just doing a quick sound check and calibrating the oscillators, this is really my first time exploring the synth, so let's dive on in. A quick note, the Sequential FOURM is actually mono out with no effects, just like the full-size Prophet 5, Prophet 10, so I have added the Walrus Maracai, where you'll see me press this button here, and if you hear delay, it's coming from that. It's a great pedal. All right, like I like to do, I'm gonna start from an init preset and try to design a sound in real time so you can see how it would be like if you got your own Sequential FOURM. We've got a nice sawtooth wave. Oh, I can already hear the poly aftertouch coming in. That's really cool. That's so cool. Let's turn up release. This feels really good to play, like this keyboard. I was really worried when it was mini keys originally, but these feel great. Let's do a filter test here. Yeah, it's got that Prophet 5 resonant squeal. Let's bring in a second oscillator. Bring this down. I'm gonna do like a classic sort of Vangelis brass pad, I think. Turn on keyboard tracking. Super logically laid out, right? Turn up some resonance, a little bit up filter. Wow, I already love this patch. I'm gonna turn on some delay. That sounds incredible, guys. I use my Prophet 10 almost every single day, and this sounds a lot like the Prophet 10. Let's see if I can figure out this mod matrix. And again, I haven't like opened the manual at all, so apologies if this is kind of not great to watch, but I think I can figure it out. LFO seems like it's red. There you go. Is there speed? Yeah. Nice, we go all the way up into audio rates. That's great. Oh, we can combine the wave shapes. Really cool modulation section. It seems like they have like the bus system. What synth is this from? I think it's from the Pro 1. And of course, similar to the OBX8 as well too. Bring in some envelope. Really nice snappy envelopes.
Wow, I'm loving that. Let's make a pulse wave sound. So I'm gonna bring this up an octave. Bring it down in volume. And then I'm gonna make that LFO do, I don't know what these different lights are yet, but first impressions, right? I'm gonna turn off the filter aftertouch. Let's see if that works. Yeah, there you go. Guys, this sounds so good. Bring back the filter a little bit. This is one of my favorite Deckard's Dream patches to make. Again, I'm comparing it to the Deckard's Dream / CS80 because of the poly aftertouch. I love this thing already. Let's bring back in oscillator 2, 5th above. Oh. There you go. Bring in a triangle wave. I wish that, since this is not exactly like a Prophet 5, I wish they had allowed oscillator A to be a triangle as well, because that is a limitation of the 5 that I understand on the 5, but the triangle wave on the Prophets are just so nice. Let's try some other poly aftertouch stuff. Let's do the LFO amount. So we'll turn off the filter. Huh. It's gonna take a bit of getting used to, but I think I got it. So now I'm making it that the vibrato is coming in as I press each key independently and speeding up the LFO. Super expressive. Let's also make it do the filter and the amplitude. And then let's turn on velocity. So we have like a fully expressive keyboard patch. I'm gonna bring this back to the key I'm in. We can do poly aftertouch for oscillator A as well to modulate the sync. This is such a cool modulation section. Let's turn off the nice delay to make sure we're not just coasting off the delay's greatness there. Nah, it's still amazing. I don't say this lightly, but this has the same je ne sais quoi that my Prophet 10 has, which is like 4 times the price of this, where it just sounds right. I'm gonna wrap this up with just performing on this sound because I love this sound. I'm gonna save it as one of my upcoming presets for my FOURM preset bank that's gonna be coming soon, along with my full-length review. So thank you so much for watching so far. I hope you enjoyed this little improvised performance. well, that's where I'm gonna wrap things up for today, but let me just give you my quick thoughts, as this is really my first time playing the synth in depth like this. Okay, sound-wise, the sequential form really surprised me. Guys, this sounds almost indistinguishable to a Prophet 5, at least the Rev 4 version, which I have. At some point, I'm gonna do a comparison between the FOURM, the Take 5, and the Prophet 5, which I have all three of. So if you're curious, stick around, subscribe, and I'll be posting that in the next month or two. But my initial feeling, I don't know if this is controversial, I think this sounds more like the Prophet 5 than the Take 5 does. Don't get me wrong, Take 5 is a great synth. However, I do really feel like the 4 voices is a limitation. 4 voices as a breakpoint is unfortunately kind of frustrating for me to play. Now, your mileage may vary, and I can probably get used to this, but I'm just being honest with you guys, my first impressions, I did notice voice stealing more on this than when I play my Prophet 5 or Take 5 with the 5 voice mode. But yeah, besides that, the sound, incredible. And if you think you only need 4 voices, like, this is probably the best sounding 4 voice synth that I've tried, especially in this form factor. If you're looking for a synth that will let you do those classic CS80, Vangelis, Blade Runner style poly aftertouch brass pads, and you don't want to spend like the $3,000-$4,000 on a Deckard's Dream with an Osmos, this is like a really, really good replacement for that. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what your questions are for when I do my full length review on the Sequential form. Thank you so much to Sequential for sending this over for me to check out after a bunch of people were asking for my opinion on the channel. That's really cool of them, and I definitely look forward to giving you guys my full deep dive and review and that comparison soon. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, subscribe, like, share with a synth friend, and I'll see you in the next video.